Hey y'all, it's Vanessa Love. Alright, so I thought that I would do a very, very quick video. I already did a video for today, earlier today. I wanted to talk about spirituality. Um, and of course, this isn't something that has to be like definitely a part of every client's journey. I've counseled atheists. I was gonna say I the word came up in my mind and I was like, antithesis? What is this? That's not the word I want. Atheists. I've counseled atheists and they've had, some of them have had like great connections to the community, like super happy, love life, and oh my gosh, they're so wonderful clients. Like, I love them. Um, so it's definitely not a part of um, everyone's treatment plan. But for some people, it definitely is. It's definitely an important part of, like their recovery, their healing process. And that's different for everyone. So, for some people, it may be joining a Bible study group. For other people, it might be, being a part of AA, NA, Al Anon, any of those things that would, help them feel like they have something, they have a community for them, and that they have that connection. For me, it's really, really tough to separate art from spirituality. I think art is a meditative process. I know that there have been times where I have been so engrossed in a painting and I kind of like emerge from, like that focus and that like energy of creating and just feel like I sit back and think like, I almost think of nothing, but like my body's so calm and like I feel so rejuvenated and I feel wonderful. And so, for me, as I said, like art and spirituality go like hand in hand. They are definitely a part of each other. And like, there's so many people who have observed this. And, just there, so many people who observe this. And like, there was this woman who like wrote this book called The Artist's Way, and in the artist and like after The Artist's Way, she was like, I noticed that when people do artwork, sometimes they just don't get hungry, and it's a very cool feeling to be like, I just did artwork for like the last 5 hours, and I'm so full, and it's not a physical full, obviously. It's a like spiritual full. It's a totally different experience. I'm like, I feel like I can't even do it justice by talking about it. And I think sometimes when people kind of have gotten away from art and just like expression, that they just don't, it's almost like it's that connection's dead to them. And I know that I've gotten runner's high off of like definitely those like, as I'm saying, like 2-3 hours of just doing work and having the focus. And when I was in grad school, we called it being in the flow. And being in the flow, like you're just so focused and you're just like doing, and like all of these ideas are coming to you and you're like expressing and active, and it's a very, very wonderful experience. And if you haven't experienced it, I'm like, oof, well, I hope that you can one day because it's amazing. But I think it also takes some training because you have to kind of undo some of the stuff that you experience when you're doing artwork. And a lot of people, if they reconnect to artwork, they think of all of the skills that they don't have. They think of all of the things that make their artwork, the complete shits, that's why they never did, pursued artwork in the past. And they think about, just those, like, there's just that limitation or like a limiting belief where they just don't feel like they're going to do, good enough. And for me, I'm just like, no, it's expression. Like, just express it, just get it out, and it's definitely difficult for some people, and so that's why I'm saying it has to be almost like a routine. Like, if you every Saturday you know, if you're one of those lucky people who have Saturdays off, you know, can spend some time doing artwork, you know, maybe you start with a small canvas and 20 minutes, and then you get bigger and bigger, and like you're like, and just color and shapes and, you know, stick figures and all sorts of things that you like and you want to express. And of course there's plenty of videos on YouTube about how to, you know, create almost anything. You know, here's this, you know, here's two people under rain, here's a cityscape, here's, you know, some trees reflected in water, and you know, people just kind of like do those things, and it's really, really awesome. And you know, you can definitely learn how to do those things, and you can learn on your own, and you can kind of figure out your style. But I just think, like, my gosh, having that connection to art and spirituality is just, it's an amazing thing. And as I said, if you haven't experienced it, I hope one day you will, because it is utterly amazing. Yeah, I'm like, well, if you don't, you know where to find me. My information's in a lot of different places. You know, you can definitely give me a call and, you know, set something up, and, you know, we'll figure it out. All right, I'm glad that you're watching these videos. Thank you so much. And you know, if you're a new viewer, if you're a new person or watching this for the first time, this channel for the first time, thank you so much. If you're someone who returns and watches my video, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And you know, you can subscribe if you need to or want to. Thank you so much.